Kenny?
I think we're in the wrong country.
I think we are in Brazil.
That's Jesus watching us, if you can see. A big golden Jesus in the rainy hills of Italy.
This is unbelievable. Really cool.
This is super cool.
Okay.
There's even a glass panel, but I'm not going to stand right in the middle. Italians build really cool stuff, but don't trust anyone nowadays.
Okay, now let's not drop the phone. Oh, wow.
My feet are tingling. Think of yours?
No,
No, I'm through my shoes.
you've got special powers. You can
Is it
connect
on?
with the universe.
Seriously, this is weird. We're stuck out over the top of this gorge. Absolutely stunning. It's not on any tourist maps, absolutely stunning. And the actual little walk bridge thing, it's not a bridge. What's it, like pirate ships in the movies, they make the man walk the plank. Well, it's a plank. And this is seriously vibrating my feet. I feel like going like that.
How?
Aye, this is, I'm going to do it on the way back too. I can even hear something, vibration in the air. I don't know what's happening. Maybe the whole joint's about to explode, but it's really cool. Really nice.
Not expecting this, eh? Not expecting this at all.
They said it very nonchalantly, but I think it's nearly the sort of thing you pay to go in to see. But it's really good. And there's no one here again because there's no one alive. We come through. When we came through the tunnels, the earth exploded. And there's only us and that couple there.
Very strange. We are the only one in the tunnel.
This is when you start thinking, I wonder if something happened in the tunnel, if a bit collapsed.
Yeah.
Very
That's
unusual.
so strange.
No one behind, no one in front. It's like we're not supposed to be here.
Okay. Expect some monsters coming towards us. So it seems that from here we can see the results of the Alpine orogeny that started 80 million years ago. How can we see it?
By looking through this little instrument. I wasn't sure if it was a hat or what, but it's even got a cutout big enough for my nose. Hello.
Nice to see. So this is the results of the orogenesis in Italian. What is it?
See, orogeny.
Orogeny. So we can see, hopefully you can, the front, the mountain in the front is with horizontal layers and the one in the back vertical layers. So
Strange geological process took place. It wasn't an orgy, as I first read incorrectly. It was an orogeny. And what actually happened is because of the way the earth folded and the layers folded, the older ones pushed up higher. And the older ones are vertical layers. These ones are actually older than the ones closest to us with the horizontal layers.
Not sure if the video came out.
This track is actually closed. You know when you jump over fences and things you're not supposed to, but anyway, you can see why. That's the track. This was the old road. This was the old road. We'll see how far we can go.
How could trucks and buses come through here?
Not so much trucks and buses, just cars.
No, they said trucks and buses had to come through here because this was only the only way to the other valley, apparently 35 years ago, because Isacco said he was 10 and he remembers going through here. And there were buses and trucks.
Raining.
Buongiorno, siamo al Parco Nazionale delle Nacquane. We are at the National Park of Nacquane in Val Camonica, which is very well known, worldwide renowned for the rock
Engravings.
engravings.
UNESCO.
Protected site.
We're in Valle di Camonica, where they have some of the most fantastic engravings, rock engravings, up to 12,000 years old. There's a woman giving a tour guide, giving a spiel in Italian. So we've just bypassed them because it's all crowded. And I found some extra unreal archaeological. Have a look at that. Single cylinder, whatever it is, but I better get off and see the real stuff that we came to see. These rock etchings are anywhere, I think it said from 6,000 to 12,000 years old. There's a really good picture of these up in a board there. It's really quite strange looking at them. You can recognize a man on a horse, animals with long tails, animals that look like wolves, human beings, you can recognize them. But in amongst them are, in amongst that group, there's three, first glance, they're rockets. To me, a kids at primary school would draw like a rocket. This is actually a reproduction of what we were looking at. I think it's a tracing, a rubbing or something I was reading. But yes, they've actually said in the wording there that some drawings were superimposed on top of another drawing. They weren't all done at the same time. These three in the middle, to me, it looks strange, but it looks like there's light coming out the top. I honestly believe that, okay, there's reindeers and humans and people on horses, and even a crocodile looking thing, but I don't even know if there's structures like that built 10,000, 12,000 years ago. I believe they came from somewhere else. They're either donkeys with really big ears or a unicorn with two horns. Then it'd be a duocorn. What we've just looked at on the rock, they've actually named the running priest because he looks like he was running away with extended arms. They said he was a priest or a warrior with a hat with feathers or plumage standing up. It's blown back. Strangely enough, it says his right arm was in the dancing position. And I don't think he was wearing underpants. Okay, here is a few more of the rock engravings. But we stopped at this board here reading about it, and the bit of writing there says that this is a scene of maybe a dance or a cult of the dead, or maybe perhaps a death, because it also says that they are females because the little mark underneath between the legs designates females. The males have a different mark. Well, you know, that's quite believable. Okay, it's quite believable. Then maybe the head lady's dead and they're praying or whatever. I read it, but to me it looked like people putting their hands up because they're scared and there's a dead person on the ground. Okay, that's my silly theory. But this board, this placard only showed this group. Have a look at the real rock engraving. This is the actual rock engraving of the people with their hands up, maybe dancing. The dead bodies are down below. There is a strange square shape in the rock, just in the middle of the screen now. Okay, so there's people dancing, having fun, or maybe it's a funeral. What spun me out was what they didn't show you. Right next to it, again, is one of these structures, as they call it. What kind of structure that many thousand years ago? Take two. There's a structure landed here. The animals are actually running away. If you want to control the people that are there, wouldn't you take a couple of them out? There's a couple of, it is obviously a couple of dead people lying on the ground. So perhaps these people have their hands up as a sign of submittance. Okay, could be just one of my strange theories, but I get a strange feeling from this place, honestly. That's amazing. What are they? Early Aperol glasses.